Hey guys, let's get right into it. Tanya and Sinjin. So again, we have this narrative that Sinjin is like this lazy slacker guy who just lounges around and takes from Tanya. We haven't seen it. We have not seen it. They keep on feeding it to us, but where is the footage to back up what you're saying? So Sinjin and Tanya are having lunch with Tanya's mother before she goes to work. They start talking about, when Tanya is going to leave for 30 days out of the 90 freaking days and leave Sinjin alone with her mama, right? So Sinjin is just like, well, I'm going to be a little sad and I don't want her to leave, but I understand that's what she has to do. So he's talking about how he is going to be lonely and feel sad that his partner is leaving. Tanya's mother responds with chores for him to do. And this voice of this authoritative voice. And I'm like, where is this aggression coming from? Because I don't see it. And I feel like if it's there, the show would show us how lazy he's being, how he's not contributing, but we do not see. He's literally talking about how he's going to miss your daughter who he left his country to come here to marry. And you're like, well, you know what? You can mow the lawn. There's stuff for you to do here. You're not going to sit in my she shed. You can mow the lawn. You can take my car, but you got to be responsible. Girl, what? That just really pissed me off because I'm feeling again that it's this American, how can I explain it? This American authoritative, kind of idea that all the Americans have over the immigrants. Like, they make it seem like, oh, I'm doing something special for you. I'm bringing you to America, so you got to respect it. You got to do what I want you. Americans on all of these 90 Day Fiancé shows, I just feel like they really, except for Emily and Sasha, we will get to them. But I just feel like they mistreat their immigrant partners. And I don't like it. And I don't like that Tanya, yes, you are staying in your mother's home, but that's about to be your husband. She doesn't have to speak to him like that. And I'm not saying that she was really rude, but I just didn't understand how neither one of them saw that this dude was going to really miss her. You know what I mean? And he's in a foreign country, in a place he called where she lives the damn forest. He was like, there's nothing here. I can't go anywhere. I don't know anybody here. So he was honestly expressing how he was feeling. Wasn't rude or disrespectful at all. And you respond, well, I'm going to need some help around here. It's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? You're not going to be sleeping all around. What? Where did that come from? And Tanya's sitting there, yeah, you're going to have to help my mother out. And then he rolls his eyes because I rolled my eyes too. Like, who the hell do y'all think you are? He's over there sitting in the damn she shed. And the fact that she called it a she shed, ma'am, where? Where? Because there is more work to be done. That is a box that your daughter is banging this dude from South Africa in. Like, girl, y'all act like y'all got all of this and y'all are giving him this great life. Excuse me, he's marrying Tanya. He's doing the world a favor. Because can we talk about, seriously, I feel like this is some reverse racism. I can't even say it. I'm telling you, I feel like Tanya got with Sinjin because she wants at least one person from the white race that she can control. Listen, the activists jumped out and she can go, in the rest of the world and she can fight for rights of women, people of color, the poor and the less unfortunate. And she can go after that white man. And she may go far with it, right? But she can only do so much as a woman of color. But when she gets home, she can tell that white man to do whatever she wants him to do. And he gotta do it. Because in this home, Tanya is the white man. That's what I see. That's what I see. And some of you see it too, but I've said it. Like Camille Grammer and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But now we've said it. It's out there. It's in the open. Don't be ashamed. Like, comment, subscribe, and share because I'm telling the truth. And so after Sinjin is basically cussed out for being lonely and missing Tanya already, he takes her to the airport, or they drive to the airport, and, he starts getting sad or whatever. And she's like, oh, baby, don't get sad. It's okay. I'll be back in 30 days. And then she goes into her confessional. I don't know if I could be with a clingy man. Clingy? He just got here from South Africa. You brought him over here to marry him, and then you leave him with your rough around the edges mother in a dilapidated she shed in the forest. It's okay for him to have some emotions, girl. Half of them tears ain't about you. He's probably crying like, what the hell did I get myself into? Because I can't get out of it now because we're filming a whole TV show. And I don't have no money to get a plane ticket back home. All them tears ain't for you, girl. I can't believe this, but Team Sinjin, I am... Child, how do we get here? How do we get here? Ronald and Tiffany would be shocked, but I'm rooting for the white South African. I love this show. Switching gears now, let's talk about an American that I feel sorry for. Emily and Sasha, sis. Oh, where are you from? How are you so naive? This dude is playing you. So I will say this. The only thing that I agree with Sasha on is that Emily is such a helicopter like parent to her husband. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, this ain't his first child. And he's never like, we never see him doing anything that I think is wrong for her to like demand for him to, you know, get it together. So Sasha and his teenage son, this kid, this boy is so big. You have to put him in sports if you want to live wealthy. Sports. Anyway, so he's playing with his son and she like corrects him about how he's playing with him and you need to talk to him. He's playing with this kid. And so while he's playing with this kid and Emily is berating him, Sasha looks up like, and you know what? I agree with him. What, Emily? He's playing with his son. Now you are going to, you know, tell him how he has to play with his son. Now he has to talk to his son. It's okay. Yes, your child is growing at a very fast pace. But if he starts talking at this damn age, we got to go and look at what they putting in them kids in Russia. Okay? Like, what you want the kid to say? A whole sentence? Like, yes, father, I don't want to play with these toys anymore. Pass me the computer so I can do your taxes. What did you want the kid to say? What did you want him to say to the child? Emily, leave this man alone. What you need to do is when you get to America, hire a private investigator to watch your man because, baby, the way he was packing his clothes, Sasha took a t-shirt and some shoes. I said, oh, Emily, your man is packing light for flight, not for the flight he's about to get on. The flight on foot that he's going to do when he gets to the United States of America. Sis, you won't be with him long. As soon as Sasha becomes a citizen, because he's a white male Russian. You know what? If this impeachment happens, I don't know. Sasha, become a citizen before they get Trump out of there because I don't know, you know. I don't know if they're going to let you go through. They might deport you, okay? Right now, the only white immigrants that America is getting rid of is Irish and Italian. They always circle back to the Irish and Italians. Y'all thought y'all was safe? The wasp never forget. Anyway, so Emily is packing all of these clothes and Sasha's just like, no, I don't need much. I'll get everything when I get to the United States of America. Sis, he already ready. And even Emily called it. She was just like, you're not packing a lot of clothes. Like, you're not packing like you're going to be staying long. Like, you know, are you trying to come back to Russia? No, he's going to get another American girl pregnant. He's going to make sure there are a bunch of anchor babies in this nation so that when it all falls down, he can at least stay because he got 20 kids. You better wake up. And can we talk about how he's trash? How he's trash. This girl who, like, I'm not saying that she could have lost her life, but, you know, something could have happened. But the way she was screaming, how much pain she was in, going through hell in that hospital to bring your child into this world. And you look at her while she's making a comment about the clothes that she can no longer fit in because she has a post-baby body. You look at her and tells her that she needs to do something about it. That she needs to get back in the gym. That she needs to work on that body again. And to keep these smaller pants that she can no longer fit in because it will motivate her to lose the weight. Emily, that was the perfect time for you to pick up your suitcase and bash that man in the head. Girl, how dare you just take that? And then not only did she take it, she told him he was right. I really hope your sister got your back. I really hope that you have people in your life who has wisdom, who will not let this relationship go down like this. I feel bad for her. She's just so, how old is she? Child, you know what? Shout out to the inner city. There are things that I accept, unfortunately, because I'm a straight woman. Ugh. The fact that I'm attracted to men. Ugh. It's a painful experience. Being a straight woman, you're just like, I can't believe that I want to be with this fool. It's so much that you have to accept. It's so sad. The penis is dangerous. Anyway, I have had my experience of like foolishness, right? Not to this level and not at that age. I'm just very concerned for Emily because her naivete does not seem normal. Like, this is sheltered. You know what I mean? I was a sheltered kid, but this right here, Emily, like, she literally went to a different country than what she thought she was going to and stayed. She stayed. I would have been like, oh, hell no, this is not what I saw on the brochure. Mama, get me out of here. But she stayed. Emily, I feel so bad for her that I don't want to see this relationship fall apart. Like, I don't want to see her on the reunion crying because, you know, Sasha got 6 girls pregnant in her neighborhood and one in her family. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see that, but it's going to happen. Emily, I want more for you. Now you got to take care of that NBA player. Mark my words. Mark my words. He gonna take care of her. Then we're going to watch the TV movie about how she was a single parent and she raised this NBA star. Child, Lifetime gonna be all over it. Hey, to my subscribers, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy with what you have done to me. Because here I am, falling out of love with the known B couple. How dare you? How dare you do this to me? I cannot stand Anna and Moose. Can you believe it? This was my favorite couple, but they are getting on my nerves. I think my issue with Anna, no, I don't think. This is it. I ain't even going, you know, sometimes you try to cover up how you really feel with like a think or a maybe, or I don't know, it's just something. This is how I feel. Anna, you wrong. You were wrong. Anna then brought her kids into her issues with Moose, when really the issue here is Anna, guys. Listen, those beautiful babies that Anna has, them boys of color, okay. Every time I look at them, I'm like, your mama is white. Damn, who is the father? You guys get me all the tea. Can y'all please, does the daddy have an Instagram, a Facebook, a Twitter? What does he have? I need to see this man because Anna gave the kids her lips and that's it. That's all them kids got of Anna. Everything else came from that Mexican daddy. Anyway, Anna keeps on trying to make her kids the issue with her and Moose, you know, makes comments about the boys as well. The problem here is Anna. She is the one who sat there with her mother, who every time I think of that mother, that grandmother, to them boys of color. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She gives me a vibe. Anyway, you sat there talking about your relationship in front of and with your middle child, your child, period, and mentioned that Moose is keeping your kids a secret because his parents doesn't approve of you having children. How the hell you thought that was going to go over? I would have agreed to do that scene with my mother, not with my child, because the baby, the middle, took that back to his brothers. The youngest one, he's too young to understand. He's just adorable, right? Now, the oldest know that Moose hasn't told his family about him and his brothers because it's looked down upon. So now he's thinking that his mom is ashamed and that this man don't want them as a family. They want just their mother. That's what it's looking like. And I'm trying to give this couple the benefit of the doubt and saying maybe they just filmed this for storyline. Maybe the producers told them to talk about it in front of their kids to give drama. If not, Anna, you wrong, because those are your children. You have to protect them at all costs. And to tell your kids that the man that you're about to marry, okay, because you haven't said nothing yet about sending him back. He came here to get married to you. Has not acknowledged that they exist to his family. Girl, well, why would you tell that to your kids? So now there's this rightful tension between Moose and the boys because they ain't never going to come after their mother. Ever. Boys, especially the oldest, protect their mother like a cheating man protects his cell phone. They ain't never gonna let nothing happen to their mama. Men might have beef with their mama, but the only person who will know that there's actual beef between a son and his mama is his woman. We get all the tea about how the mama gets on his nerves, about how she did this when he was young, about how she still does this, but he won't say a damn thing, but he'll feed that to you. So now you're going over his house for Thanksgiving, protecting him from his mama, and he's sitting there acting like you crazy, knowing good and well when y'all leave there, he gonna sit in the car and be like, thank you for having my back, baby. But he won't say nothing to his mama. Men will never check their mother. Not for nobody, not for their daddy, not for themselves, not for you ladies. They will never check their mama or boys, okay? Or non-binary folks. Listen, it's a new day. It's a new day. So because Anna has brought in her boys into this situation, now there's this whole friction. And Joey, the oldest, is going head to head with Moose because he's protecting his mother and his brothers from this dude who was the bad guy, not knowing that his mama is the one who created this situation. Now, yes, is Moose responsible? Yes, he is, partly. He has to take responsibility for this situation as well as Anna. It is the adults that I have an issue with in this situation. Because he has lately been making comments about how the boys are spoiled and just making these comments that a stranger should not be making about nobody's children. Because at this point, you're a stranger, bro. They don't know you and they can't even communicate with you. You're mad at them for being spoiled and wanting all of this and you think that they're messing up your relationship. The fact that you can't speak your woman's language is not messing up your relationship, but the spoiled children who you can't even talk to or communicate with, so you don't know what the hell they're doing. You're just misinterpreting everything that they say. But yet they're the problem. Joey's not the problem. The boys are not the problem. It's you. It's you. It's you, Moose and Anna. Y'all so quick to have sex and get married, but y'all don't know how to talk to each other. You don't know how to have the conversation to bring your children in and be like, this is the man that I want to be with, but I am not going to be with him until he acknowledges you to his family. You don't even want to have that conversation. But the conversation that you are having with your kids is, oh, I'm still going to marry him, although he hasn't told his family about you. That's what you said to your kids. You never said that it's either all of us or nothing at all. You said you can have all of us, and eventually, if you ever come around to it, tell your parents about my children. That's what you're telling us, the viewer, and that's what you're telling your children. And then you have Moose co-signing with whatever he can figure out about how bad your kids are. And I'm just like, how about you? You never even took the time to sit down with him, to try to talk to him. He waits until Joey's in a tuxedo, dressed like the guy that he thinks is destroying his family. And he says, well, if you don't want me to be here, if you don't want me to be here, I won't be here. I'll just leave. Bye. I was right with Joey. He was like, bye. Who the hell are you threatening? This is Joey's family. You are coming in. I'm sorry. If you are entering into somebody's community, into somebody's family, you got to do some work. Especially if you're coming in as a step parent to young children. You're coming in as a husband and you're coming in as a father. You have to earn that from these children. You've already earned the husband role with Anna, but you have to earn fatherhood with these boys. And he has done nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort, Moose. I'm so disappointed. I was rooting for this couple, but the minute they tried to make Joey the problem, not realizing that he was the result of their foolishness, now y'all lost me. Y'all lost your only ally, gnome couple. I was the only one holding on because everybody is not your friend, okay? My subscribers can't stand you. Twitter can't stand you. I was the only one. The only one. And then you put the problems of your relationship on your son, who is protecting you from a dude who won't even bother to learn your language. The both of y'all lazy in this relationship. You know what I mean? Like, how y'all having sex and y'all can't talk? I get that, you know, sex is a universal language, but I'm just confused because I'm just like, what was the foreplay like? You know what I mean? Oh, baby, you're getting it. Well, you just passing out. Whose coochie is this? Like, what? How did y'all have sex? I can't. Michael and Juliana. Still team Juliana. Listen, sis. Because I'm just not cool with Michael just wanting a child bride. Boy, she looks very young. How you getting erect looking at this child? Anyway, Juliana, we don't know who she really is. I think that there is a vixen layer to Juliana. I feel like there's a vixen gangster part of Juliana that we haven't seen, and we get this representative, the one that the rich white men like. I think she's learned how to, you know, trick rich, wealthy white men, right? And no shade, Juliana, I'm not coming at you. I feel like she's been in the game a long time, and she knows what kind of men like a certain type of woman. I feel like she will become whoever she needs to be to scam a big fish. Because in this episode, we find out that she was married, right? Because they are going, looking at wedding venues and what do you call wedding planners to help them with their upcoming wedding. While they're talking about their wedding, Michael just volunteers this information that she was married before. And he was like, oh, well, she was married before. And he was just like, oh, it was like an arranged marriage. It was something that she, you know, she didn't want to do. She was forced to do it by her family. That's what she told Ju, okay? And Juliana's just like, yeah, I didn't want to do it, but my family and the church that made me do it, it was really bad. I didn't like it. Girl, you scamming. Juliana, no, I'm not buying none of this little girl stuff. No, I don't know what this means. What is that? A penis? No, that's not good. Nah, ma'am. That ex-husband can write a book. Is he on Twitter? Is he on Facebook? Do y'all got the tea on her ex-husband? Y'all always got the tea. Shout out to, hold on. Damn it, because I'm using my phone. I think you hit me up on Instagram. But if I don't say your name in this video, oh, you know, do you want your Instagram? You know what? Because I always feel like when I say somebody's name, I'm like, do you want me to say that? Like, do you want me putting your business out there? So I won't do that. But if you are the person who gave me the tea about Michael's ex-wife being married to a rapper from Connecticut, aspiring rapper from Connecticut, please shout yourself out down in the comment section below, because the last episode where I was just like, why is Michael's ex-wife dressed like a 17-year-old black girl from Philadelphia? You let me know that she has a construction business, and then you slipped in that tea about her being married to an aspiring rapper. Just to round out the whole scenario. It all made sense then. Construction business, married to an aspiring rapper. That is the attire of a woman who has all of those things. So thank you so very much for the tea. That's why I'm always asking y'all, because listen, I will spend forever trying to research, trying to find something. I say one thing in the video about who is this? Where can I find? You guys would be like, y'all the FB freaking eye. Y'all give me all the tea. So if you have any tea on Juliana's ex-husband, let a sister know, because Juliana, you leaving some stuff out. And then I was so disappointed because Juliana, this con is for your entire family. To now get to the United States, you about to marry this big fish. All of a sudden, you don't want your family coming to the wedding because they're going to be like, give me this and give me that. And you don't want your family to think that your husband is made of money. Trick, he is. That's why you with him. How dare you? Now that you're about to walk down the aisle and get this money from this dude, all of a sudden, you don't want your family to come here and see you because you don't want them to see how lavish you living, because they might up the price that you sending back home. Girl, you better get your mama a house. You laying down under Michael for a Birkin bag and that's it? You better get something else. Get a Birkin bag. Get a luxury car. Get your mama a house. You done already gave your cousin that car so she can Uber in Brazil. Get your mama a car too. Get your mom a nurse. You know, who's your daddy? You gotta hook your family up. They done supported you and got you to this point. This con is for the whole family, for you to change the rules of the agreement now. Because you got here and you saw everything and you want it all for yourself. I'm with you on the scam. I don't like you getting greedy. Now I'm bothered by that. And to sit there and say to these freaking strangers, I don't want them to come in because they'll be like, give me this and give me that. And my family sees how I live and they will want that too. And they just, they just want me to put my hand out and give them money and want my husband to do that. You know this heifer. And her heifer boyfriend or, worker or whatever. You telling them all your business about your family that they never met. I didn't like Juliana in this episode. I didn't. I really didn't. I'm rooting for her. I done gave her a whole little scam plan. Stick to the script, sis. Stick to the script. Because when you try to go on your own and be greedy and selfish, it don't work out for you. It takes a village to raise a hoe. I think that's... Don't show this to my mama. So after this, Michael's ex-wife, the Alabaster J-Lo, walks in. And she just came in to stir the pot and left. So Michael and Juliana are hanging out in the kitchen. And she's just like, I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but I just want to make sure my kids are protected. Is there a prenup? Sis, you right. I do not disagree with what you said. I just got a problem with you saying it in front of Juliana. Because it just came off rude. It just really came off rude because all of a sudden, Juliana starts getting, very, what is this? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, no. A prenup? What is a prenup? Sis, you know what a prenup is. Because as soon as she said prenup, your face changed. See? Doing too much. And your scam is being revealed. Because as soon as she said, have you guys talked about a prenup, Juliana? And then when Michael looked at her, what is a prenup? I have no idea what a prenup is. Sis, I'm seeing through the con. Please forgive me if I'm doing a lot of... I only get acrylics once a year because, I'm an actor. I can't do anything to my body that will look different from my headshot. For my birthday, which is December 5th, all the way up until January 2nd, I wear acrylics because this is the only time of the year that I could do it. So I'm probably doing the most. Juliana, I see you. Bear with me. We're going to be doing this until January 2nd. Blake and Jasmine. Guys, what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Them black parents was not going to be okay with Blake and Jasmine shacking up in a black household. If you and your boyfriend or your partner is living under your mama's roof, y'all paying the mortgage. That's the only way. That is the only way. A black mama would never. I hope she don't watch this. But I remember one time when my sister's boyfriend tried to stay over, my mom was like, oh no. She was like, the only person getting dick under this roof is me, not you. Black parents don't do that. They do not do that. You are not going to be living under their roof, having sex, not paying no bills. Because listen, black parents get real Christian when it comes to shacking up. They will be at the bar, drinking, smoking, living their best life, fighting people out in front of their homes. But shacking up is where they draw the line. So I knew this living arrangement with Blake and Jasmine was not going to work. And then Blake is sitting there acting like this is new information. I'm like, this is your mama and your stepdaddy. You knew about this conversation because Blake brings Jasmine to his home. He sets her up in his room and his mom is like, okay, well, go and make yourself comfortable. Knowing good and well, she's going to put them out, right? She's just like, I'm just waiting for Blake's stepdad to get here. And then we can have a conversation that the whole family needs to be a part of. A real important conversation. Ma'am, just say you're going to put him out. Just say that. But it had to be this whole thing where the dad rushed home on his lunch to sit down and tell Blake that he can't stay here. They put their own son out. She was like, Jasmine is welcome to stay here as long as she wants, but not with him. And you can only be here when we're here. I'm like, y'all real strict. They can't even be here by themselves. Black parents, you are not having sex under their roof and you are not married. That is, listen, my family, we are Christian and Muslim. That's it. That's the only two religions we'll accept. You can't come to my family being anything else. The newer generation, we're working on them. Anyway, the younger generation is working on the older generation. You could be a raggedy mess, okay? Like, we got drug kingpins in my family. That the older generation act like they don't see none of that, right? He hasn't had a job since he was 16 years old at Target. And he just got a mansion. We're not going to say nothing. Okay, I'm going to mind my business. Mind my business, right? They won't bat an eye. But have sex out of wedlock? Bring your man home and sleep with him under your mama and daddy's roof? Oh, it's a meltdown. It's a whole meltdown. Not the drug kingpin. You getting your back blown out by your boyfriend in your mama's basement. Not saying it was me. Not saying that it was me, okay? Because listen, we're not banging in my mama's house. Excuse me? Where's your place? I'm that girl. Check out the acrylic. But that's a really big thing. It could just be a generational thing. It could just be a cultural thing. But Black parents don't play that. You cannot have sex under their roof and not be married. You could do anything else. But that right there is demonic possession. I don't know how Blake thought that this was going to be okay. I don't know. And I think, guys, I think he knew. Blake knew because his dramatic parents was just like, he can only be here in the daytime when we're here to see you, but he can't stay here. He has to go stay with his brother. Blake was sitting there like, oh, well, we talked about it. And the stepdad was just like, yeah, we talked about it, but this was not the terms. Blake knew. I think he was doing what we all do, right? You know how when you want your friend to sleep over, but you know you can't ask? So you want your friend to ask your parents, so they have no choice but to say yes. Like they can't say no to the kid. I think Blake thought that if he brought Jasmine there and his parents saw her, that they would not sit the both of them down in the living room and say, one of y'all gotta go, and it's gonna be you, Blake. I think he thought that they would be too embarrassed to put him out. Or to put her out. I think he thought that she was going to get put out. But baby, he had a rude awakening because the parents was just like, oh, you gotta go. She can stay, but not you. And can we talk about how Jasmine was talking about his family? And Blake was sitting there real quiet, right? He was taking it and he was just listening, but his eyes were reacting. So Jasmine would say something about his mom and he would be like, first I was just like, why you letting this chick talk about your mama? Like, she's saying at her place and she's still talking. They should have let us know before we got here. I don't have to get to know them. I'm here to get to know him. But you saying in their place, you're sucking up their electricity and their air. You're sleeping on a bed in their room. They paying, I think this is a condo, whatever it is, they paying that. They paying that rent. They paying that mortgage. How dare you? You got a place to stay for free. And then you gonna talk slick? So at first I thought he was accepting it, but I think that Blake had finally reached his boiling point because Jasmine was just like, well, they should have let us know that they ain't want us to be there. And Blake was like, no, I told you. I told you that this would happen, but you wanted to come earlier, so this is what happened. I was like, who the hell is this? No, it's not a quiet Blake. Even Jasmine was a little shocked because she went to go say something and she was like, I was like, where did this kid come from? Did you guys expect that from Blake? Because I sure as hell didn't. I was kind of shocked and a bit turned on. Don't judge me. Y'all here because y'all love me. Accept me as I am. Accept me as I am. And before we wrap this couple up, I think, because I was really shocked by Blake's mom saying that Jasmine could stay as long as she wants, but not Blake. I don't think it's because she preferred Jasmine over her son. I think she wants to watch this girl. That's why I think she said she can stay here and you go stay with your brother. That lady is going to be on Jasmine's bleach ponytail, okay? She not playing. She want to see if you are good enough for her son. That's going to be good TV. Blake's mama and Jasmine with no emotion and a little bit of shade, child. Ratings, gold. Bravissimo to the casting director. How the hell did you find this couple? Good job. Bonus. I forgot that Michael and his abuser was going to be on this show. Listen, I'm not here for this couple, right? But if TLC is going to feed me this couple with the shade that they pulled in this episode, I'm here for it. I'm here for it because we get a shot of like a cotton field. And then we hear Angela's voice. I said, here we go with the shade because Angela is the plantation supervisor. She is taking it all out on her one little kept black man, and that is Michael. That's why this relationship bothers us so much, because we have this white Southern woman with this raspy overseer voice just, you know, beating up on this black man and stealing sex from him whenever she can. That bothers us. We have to be real. In America, the optics of this relationship is uncomfortable. If we shade in this relationship and calling it what it is, I'm good. I'm good. She got black grandkids. She let them grandkids though. This is what I'm going to say about Angela. Do I think that she's a racist? No. Do I think that she's ignorant? Yes. Ignorant, belligerent, a bully. Yes. I think if Michael was white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever, she would treat him the same way, right? I think in her life, in her world, it doesn't matter who you are. She is going to treat you like crap equally. Everybody in her life can get it. She either loves you or she doesn't like you. That is who she is. It was confirmed for me when her daughter was just like, we don't get along. Angela isn't like this with just Michael. She's like this with everybody. At the reunion, when she was about to beat up Avery, her mother, the security, all the men who tried to stop her and have her sit down and be quiet, she is just like that with everybody. She's an equal opportunity bully. But the optics of this relationship just rubs people the wrong way. So when I saw the cotton and I heard her voice, I said, oh, you picking up what we putting down? And you're twisting it with a little bit of shade because you know, the producers know what this look like. Even though this couple may not see it, but they know that we see it. So I'm like, okay, we all in on this. We all see what this is. Now I can take just a little bit of this couple. So his auntie, are all those kids hers? Because if it is, ma'am, you need to start a YouTube channel or a blog. We need to know how. How you got all them damn kids and you still snatch in her bridesmaid's dress. Yes. I said she had on her lace with her bedazzled. Listen, is this a thing? Because I noticed that every time we get like B-roll of where Michael is from, everybody is dressed to the nines. You know what? That just may be a black thing. Because I feel like black people in general, we are always overdressed. My dad had some fits in and out of prison. I'm like, where the hell you get gaiters from in prison? Any situation. That's why a lot of people don't think that we suffer with depression. Because it's just like, oh my goodness, you look so nice. Let me tell you something. I don't care what I'm going through. I am black, baby. I will never look like my situation, okay? Maybe that's a black thing. Let me know in the comment section below. Is this a kin thing? Is it? Let's talk about these expats that Michael went to go meet with to tell them about the American experience. Actors. These are hired actors. They hired them to act as Michael's friends. Who gave it away? The white woman. That white girl was doing too much. I was just like, her and Dana, the black guy, who I was confused about. Did he say that he's lived in America for 10 years and then he came back to Lagos? Don't cuss me out. I have a colonized tongue. Lagos. I was just like, you was in America for 10 years and you came back speaking like a surfer? Something ain't right. That's 10 years in America? No, you don't lose your accent and then pick this up that quick. Yo, dude, let me tell you something about America. It's very difficult. I don't know. As a black man, you're going to have some problems. You got that accent in 10 years? Y'all know I come from a multicultural family. My stepdad is Jamaican. His mother, my step-grandmother, she has been in America for 30 years. None of us understand her. None of us. Not even her son. He'd be like, mama, which is like, we don't, that accent ain't gone. She speaks all patois. This is how she speaks. This is her culture. This is who she is. She's not dropping it. So you mean to tell me in 10 years you were able to lose it and come back speaking like Beavis and Butthead? Nah, bro. Nah, something is up with that. I didn't believe the storyline. I didn't believe that they're his friends. Could be expats or not. Whatever they are, they're actors. They are actors. I did not believe any of this scene. They were all doing the most for me, especially the white girl who was just like, oh, I'm such a bit of a realist. Maybe I've been in Lagos for too long. Sis, I hope you got your sad card from this show, okay? And then this line sealed the deal for me. This is when I knew that they were actors, because she was just like, you should do this more often. Maybe you should come meet with us about 10 more times so we can, let you know how it is in America, because it's very different. I'm like, so you want more camera time? Is that what you were asking for? Because the two chicks, the sisters, they were doing the most too, but Dana and the white chick gave it away. I was like, y'all actors. The two girls, America is different. There's a lot of racial issues. There's a lot of racial, you know what? Y'all not gonna get me defending American racism. The American in me wanted to defend my nation, but not against racism. No, we gotta take that L. We gotta take that. That's it for me. What did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if I have time, I will see you Sunday, probably Monday. And if I film it Monday, I'm going to be editing until Tuesday. So you'll see it Tuesday. But I'm going to try for Monday. I'm going to try to get it to you guys on Monday. For the following episode of, I was going to say Love After Lockup, that will be here January 3rd. And baby, I cannot wait. 90 Day Fiance. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes and just like love. And you guys are sending me so much, so much love. I enjoy this channel, guys. I'm so glad I started it. Thank God for that depressive moment that I had, because I would have never started this channel. Okay, let me go.